Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I wanted to share with you my recipe for pumpkin muffins.
These muffins are jumbo sized. They remind me of the Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin muffins that they get seasonally, only I think these are much better because they're very moist. They have a great pumpkin flavor throughout and they're not dense. They're very light and fluffy. You will need a can of Libby's 100% pure pumpkin, also cake flour, white sugar, brown sugar, also some baking powder, pumpkin pie spice. If you don't have this, you can make it, cinnamon, and vanilla extract. Don't forget your eggs, some salt, and butter. Lastly, you are going to need some turbinado cane sugar. This is to sprinkle on top. When I make muffins, I start with the dry ingredients first. You will need a medium-sized bowl. Add in your cake flour, your cinnamon, your pumpkin pie spice, baking powder, and salt. It's up to you if you want to use all-purpose flour. I prefer the cake flour because I believe it gives the muffins a lighter feel and it makes them fluffier. Get out a much larger bowl for the wet ingredients. Add both sugars. The butter, you want to make sure it's melted and cooled down a little bit. You don't want it too hot. Mix it up until it's incorporated. Then add in both of your eggs and your vanilla extract. Mix this again until it's really creamy and ready for the pumpkin. Add in the entire can of pumpkin. I love Libby's pumpkin. I always work with the Libby's brand. I've used other brands and it just doesn't taste as good. I don't know what's so different about it, but I highly recommend using the Libby's pumpkin. Once this is all mixed together, we will be adding the dry to the wet and folding it in until it's just combined. Don't overmix it. Overmixing is bad for muffins. I have my jumbo size muffin tray. This comes in handy, especially when you want a large muffin to bite into. I sprayed this down with canola oil and then put the muffin holders in their place. If you only have a regular size muffin tray, that's okay. You can use this recipe for a 12-count muffin tray as well. I will leave in the description box instructions how to do that, so look down there. Lastly, we will be sprinkling the turbinado cane sugar all over the top of our muffins. This is going to give it a delightful crunch when you bite into it. I have my oven preheated really high. It's at 425 degrees. It needs to be really hot in there. You want your muffins to rise from that heat. And then after 5 minutes, we will be reducing the heat to 375 degrees until they're cooked through.
While the muffins are in the oven, I wanted to make a cinnamon brown sugar cream cheese spread to go over them. This part is completely optional, but I had some Philadelphia cream cheese in the fridge and I thought it would go well with the pumpkin. All you need are 3 simple ingredients, just the cream cheese, 8 ounces, also light brown sugar and cinnamon.
All you gotta do is mix the cream cheese, the cinnamon, and brown sugar together until it's smooth and creamy. Make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature. It will be much easier this way. I love this recipe because the muffins bake so well. They look perfect. They have a nice rise, all crackly on the top, and they pop out of the pan no problem. It's up to you guys if you want to add in chocolate chips or nuts to this recipe. I preferred the cream cheese spread that I made. I thought it went really well with the pumpkin. It took these muffins to the next level. It made them really hard to stop eating.
They smell really good. My mouth is watering, so let's go ahead and try it.
I love to bake for other people, so I ended up using this recipe and made some pumpkin and chocolate chip muffins for my husband's work. They seemed to go really fast and everybody enjoyed them.
So I hope you guys are able to try this recipe. I will see you soon in my next video.
What do you want?
Muffin for breakfast tomorrow.
You want a muffin for breakfast tomorrow?
Me too.
You too?
Cream.
Okay.
I want cream too, Mom.
You want the cream on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the cream.
Sounds like a plan if Mommy doesn't eat them all first. Do you want a muffin too, Jack?
No.